Hello friends! Hey Trisaru, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you again. I'm gonna do the Wordle real quick. Let's see, what should I open with? Let's see, today's the 2nd of July. I guess it's almost Independence Day. I don't know, it's like an independence-y kind of day word that I could guess. Hey Lobstrosity, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you too. I'm gonna go, let's just go splay, because my cat is splayed out across my floor right now. I got an A. I say that and he immediately wants out, that's crazy. Alright, hold on, I'll let my cat out. Alright, anyway. Have yet to beat man, should try again, go for it. I would encourage you to try fighting him on the lowest difficulty, or just fight him on normal difficulty, and wear the protection exospine and the recovery exospine, and just put on a bunch of melee protection, and then just study him for a little bit. Do that for like 20 minutes. And you will learn a lot. Okay, so we have an A. How about... Oh wait, Brawn. Brawn is spelled with a W. Okay, we got an N in the right spot. So I'm guessing A is the first... It's the first or second letter, obviously, but I think it's the second letter. Could be like... The first word I thought of was cabin, but it can't be, because there's no B. Let me think. Talon doesn't work either. Talon would be a good one. That's just a name, that doesn't work. What if it's like an E? Is Eaton a word that I could do? No. Hey Obama Orb, thank you for tuning in. Obama Orb, tell me what you think about the Steam Machine. Since you own other Valve hardware. Now that it is, you know, starting to be sold, I guess. I don't know who's buying it, but it is available, I guess, right? What if it's like... Alright, the word probably ends in I-N or O-N. So what's more likely? My goodness, I have not been doing these Wordles in, like, for a while. I've been so overwhelmed recently for like the past 2 weeks. Literally since I last streamed. I've just not really been doing these. So my headspace isn't even like really thinking about words like this anymore. But it can't be a consonant cluster because we need an A in the first or second slot, so... I don't know, let's look at TA again. Nah, it doesn't feel right. What if it's like... I don't know, it's maybe like FA? VA again. ZA, no. Is this a word? No. Is this a word? No, it's not. Is Damon a word? No, it's just a name. That's just a name. There's a lot of letters left. I mean, obviously. So a lot of possible solutions. I don't know, they're not really coming to me. There could be a U. I'm underrating U, to be honest. You don't own one, unfortunately. Wasn't saying that. I just mean, you know, now that you have the price in mind, what do you think about that whole situation? I mean, I think it's a little bit... I think it's pretty tragic. It's quite sad for Valve. I think it could have been pretty cool if it was like, you know, like $300 or $400 cheaper. But yeah, the price that they had to release it is just absolutely hysterical. It's just like comical looking at it. Like if you look at it on the store page, it's comical. In my opinion. Hey Nicholas Barreto, thank you for tuning in. You beat New Game Plus hard playthrough, and damn, the last few bosses, UN and Raven especially, were really hard. Can't imagine New Game hard. Have to play perfectly. It's definitely less forgiving, for sure. And you don't like WB pumps out of pride. I respect that. Dude, alright. Alright, this is not going anywhere. What is this A word? C-A? Watch A be the first letter, and that's what's tripping me up. I'm just not thinking of any first letter A word. Granted, I'm not thinking of any second letter A words either. I'm not thinking of anything. What is this word? It could be E-N too at the end. N. Like ramen. Of course, there's no R. Vermin is 6 letters and there's no R. Basin, there's no S or B. Mason, there's no S. Mason would have been a good one, though. Mason would have been a good one. I'm gonna guess it anyway. Well, okay, well that was an incredible guess. So, it has to be... I-N... E-N... It could be UN. I don't think it's UN though. I'm not feeling that United Abominations here. Or United Nations, I mean. Magun. Mavin. Is Mavin a word? Is Mavin a word? Is Mavin a word? What is this? What does that even mean? Alright, now I gotta look this up. Or is it Maven? One who is experienced or knowledgeable, an expert? Oh, go to hell. What is this? This is an imaginary word. I don't know, maybe if you read books, maybe you see this in literature. I don't think I've ever heard this. Anyway, and actually, while we're at it, what is the I version? What is Maven? Someone who is dazzlingly skilled in any field. They're kind of the same thing. Adept. It's basically the same thing, just spelled 2 different ways. They're both just like an expert. Wow. Incredible. Okay, and with that, let's start the stream. I'm gonna lower the volume here a little bit. Like 20%, that's pretty good. Alright, hello friends, welcome to what day is today? Welcome to a Thursday stream, dude. Tomorrow is the observed Independence Day if you're here in the US. So we have a holiday on Saturday. I know some places if you know, if like a federal holiday falls on a weekday or a weekend, they will push that holiday to either the Monday or Friday that's closest. But not at my workplace, so I gotta go to work tomorrow, but that's okay because we're streaming today. We're streaming right now, and I'm playing Stellar Blade, which I haven't done in quite a while. Last time I streamed was like over 2 weeks ago, and we didn't even play Stellar Blade. We played Wuchang, which that game is awesome, by the way. I do want to continue that, but I just felt like playing Stellar Blade because it's been way too long. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Good to see you. Chirsaru, Lobstrosity, Obama Orb, and Nicholas Barreto. Good to have you guys. If you didn't know, I'm doing a giveaway at the end of this stream. We're doing a giveaway for a $10 gift card on Steam or PSN, whatever you want. Please check the Discord for the instructions. I sent an like an @ all notifications message when we started the stream like 10 minutes ago with instructions. So you can just look at that. It's basically going to be Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries. You got to guess a number between 50 and 149, and you're basically guessing when I'm going to die. So if you've never seen Mercenaries, it's basically like an arcade mode, and the goal is to eliminate 150 enemies, and I just felt like playing some Mercenaries today, so you have to guess when I will die. It might not be right away. I might get like 3 successful runs, and on the 4th one, then I'll get a death, and you gotta guess where I will die. If I die under 50, I'm not counting that. We just scratched that. So, yeah, $10 gift card. Pretty easy. All you gotta do is DM me the number. You have to DM me the number on Discord. You can't send it to me here. You gotta DM it there. Don't edit your message. Just send one message, and that's pretty much it. So, let's play some Stellar Blade, huh? And we've got a lot of topics to go over because a lot of stuff has happened since I last streamed. Which, number one, thoughts and prayers to those in Venezuela, or anyone who was affected by the Venezuelan earthquakes, because yeah, it was pretty bad. So I learned about it through the Marlins. Thankfully, the Miami Marlins are donating, and they even have like they're having games this weekend next weekend, throughout the following week, where you know, like every ticket or that they sell or whatever, they're also donating more to relief efforts. So that's good. Shout out to the Marlins. And you know, MLB in general, there's just a lot of Venezuelan players, so like it sucks for them. It must be brutal having to go to work and like all that's happening at home, right? But yeah, besides that, what else happened? We had the Steam Machine pricing come out. Let me connect my controller here. Some topics we're probably going to discuss today. Steam Machine pricing. Yesterday, some big news came out for anybody who is still collecting physical games. There's no physical games for PS6, Sony has announced. And also, the PlayStation 3 online store, if you wanted to buy any PS3 games digitally, or like PS2 games, PS1 games that are on the PS3 store, that's going down in like a month or 2 months. It depends where you are, though. I don't believe in the US it's going to be right away. But I know in some countries, like August, it's down. So PS3 store is finally dying. And what else? What else? We also had... There was some other thing. I can't remember what it was. But the Steam Machine pricing was the main thing. I just couldn't believe that. Hey, Alex T. Friend, thank you for tuning in. Knicks, go Knicks. Yeah, I don't really watch NBA, but I'm a big fan of Karl Anthony Towns, so I was very happy for him. I did watch their entire playoff run, and it was very entertaining. Oh, GTA 6, right? I forgot about that completely. Yeah, GTA 6, it got a release date, I think. What was the news? I'm not following that game, but my friend told me something about it. It got a release date or something with... I don't remember what it was. Minimum. By the way, we are jumping into Stellar Blade Boss Challenge Minimum. Oh, also, I missed some messages. It just hit you. Raven kind of looks like Raven when you first fight her. How could you be so oblivious? You mean UN? Because of the black hair? Is that what you mean? Some of her movements? Too bad her name isn't Flamingo. Obama Orbi, you're saying that you're genuinely it's a genuinely huge disappointment. It does not have to be that price. Yeah, the Steam Machine. You know, the thing with the Steam Machine is, though, is that, like, technically, its price is kind of like okay. It's kind of what you can expect if you were to build that same PC, more or less, just like with random components. But the thing is that you're getting the form factor. So like, as far as like value, the thing is everything value-wise just sucks today. Building a PC today sucks. That's just like the reality of it. But you know, I guess if you're rich and you wanted, not if you're rich necessarily, but if you can afford it and you wanted a living room set up in a tiny form factor, I mean, it's like, I guess it's like an okay value proposition. I don't know. You'd have to be making like, you'd need a lot of dispensable income, in my opinion, to justify those specs at that price. Because like, if you really wanted to get into PC gaming, I would just wait. I saw some people comparing it as well to consoles, but that's such a hard comparison just because they're so different. I mean, not just that one is a PC, but like, hold on, hang on one sec. Sorry. Let me get started here with gameplay. Not just that the Steam machine is a PC, obviously, so you can do more with it than a console, but if you already have a console library, then obviously a console is better value. But if you have a Steam library, then it might make more sense then. So like that kind of discussion about like the value proposition of a Steam machine, you're like you kind of have to like imagine up this person who doesn't have a library on console or on Steam, which like I don't know anybody like that. You probably have a library somewhere, right? Anyway, but yeah, it is pretty disappointing. If it was like, dude, if it was $6.99, I might have just bought one. I think that's like a decent proposition at $6.99. If it was $7.49, I mean, maybe, I guess. Maybe it still would be an okay proposition. I wanted to do an Onslaught 3 there, I don't know. But it's so brutal too that they don't even include the controller. My goodness, I mean, come on. 1 and 2. Let me work on some aim canceling while we're here. 1, 2. Bam, bam. What boss am I fighting first? Is it remake or original RE4? Remake RE4. We're playing Mercenaries in RE4 remake. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through all the bosses here in order. Just the main bosses. This is the main thing that I like to practice whenever we play this game, without like a particular goal in mind. 1, 2. One. And we're almost done with the bat in here. I'm not keeping track of my deaths. Normally I would, but because of the fact that we are, you know, we haven't played in like over 2 weeks, I'm not gonna bother because I know it's not gonna go that great. I mean, it could go okay. I just don't have very high hopes. That's why I'm not keeping track. 1 and 2 and 3. But you know what? I should keep track anyway. You never know. So let's open up my hit counter. There we go. Okay. So we are past Abaddon. There we go. On to the next one. We still have not achieved my short-term goal of just getting through all the main bosses with no deaths. That is not happening yet. What's my PB? 14 deaths. Oh, hang on, let me update chat. I was scrolling up to read messages. Okay. Unaware of what the Steam machine even is. It's basically a super powerful Steam Deck. So if you want to, it's basically a small form factor Linux PC with Steam OS. So Steam OS is Valve. It's kind of like big picture mode if you've ever launched that on PC. It's basically that, but like that's the entire experience. 1, 2, 3. And it uses semi-custom components, so it's not purely off-the-shelf stuff. 1 and 2. Bam, bam. Hey Blankets, thank you for tuning in. Oh, GTA 6 is very expensive and will not have a disc in the physical version of the game. 1 and 2, 3. Hey Michael J. Cicero, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you. Again. It's a sad day when the Switch 2 is the best value for money on the market. It's a pretty good value, to be honest. 1 and 2, 3. I did buy one not that long ago. And, but I mean, I mostly got it for my fiance just because I know she's going to need the latest Animal Crossing whenever it comes out. So because I know they're raising the prices, it's kind of like, well, I guess I'll get it now, which is wild, right? Remember when consoles used to depreciate in value? You know, like hardware should, since hardware is always evolving. But now it's like, oh my gosh, I guess I'll buy one before the price goes up. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Hey, Agatogi, thank you for tuning in. 1 and 2, 3. $80 for the standard version, and you don't even get all the content? Oh, my friend did mention something about that. I remember him saying something like, oh yeah, you have to buy side quests. But I didn't look into it myself, so it just sounded really weird to me. I don't know, GTA 6 is not one of those games it's like on my radar at all. I'll probably play it eventually. Like, I would play through the story if it came to a service like Game Pass or PS Plus or whatever. But that's nothing I'm really in a rush to play. Like, for some context, I loved GTA 4. I loved that game. GTA 5 I was very lukewarm on, and I didn't play through the story until like 10 years after I got my copy. I actually went with my friends to a midnight release for GTA. I have it still. Wait, hold on, look at this. Here is my copy. By the way, we got past Corruptor, so nice. This is my copy of GTA 5 that I picked up on release. It's like in mint condition because I never played it. I played it a little bit. I think I played it for like a weekend, but I didn't get very far in the campaign. So this is the original PS3 version. And then much later, whenever it was super on sale on Steam, I just got it on Steam and I played through it there in like 2023. And I really liked the campaign. It was very fun. You know, Rockstar just always has just really entertaining dialogue. So like, I would expect a fun campaign from GTA 6. But still, I wasn't really in a rush to play this, so I'm not in a rush to play the new one. That being said, I know that GTA is quite popular, and so I know a lot of people are anticipating it. So, I don't know. I mean, $80 is kind of like... That's just what a Nintendo game costs. I mean, at least if you plan on playing the online, which is something I never messed with for GTA 5, that's probably really good value. I mean, Rockstar games are pretty expansive. You know, they're very high quality, I feel. I mean, like, the GTAs on PS2 were mind-blowing growing up. Like, the amount of exploration available to you was crazy, you know? Like, San Andreas... Vice City was my favorite, but San Andreas was so popular growing up. And you could just do so many things, especially because, like, you could fly a plane. You could just fly a plane and jump out of a plane with your not backpack, with your, what's it called? With your, well, why can't I think of this word right now? I swear I got decent sleep last night. Bam. Why? I'm thinking of the word jetpack. I know that's not what it's called. Oh my gosh, hold on. This is gonna come to me in a sec. I swear I'm not joking right now. I can't think of what the word is. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like where you pull the ripcord, and like if you go skydiving, you have a parachute. That's what it is. Goodness gracious. Also for reference, the past 2 weeks I've been sleeping very, very poorly. Parachute. Thank you, Trisari. But the past 2 weeks I've been sleeping horrendously. What had happened was, one of my coworkers at work quit, and so my workload became like more overwhelming. We still haven't hired anyone in their position, so I'm kind of just becoming what that person was doing. It's crazy because I got hired just like as a customer service type person to help students in general. I work at a school, but now I'm basically just like a financial aid officer. That's like all I do. So Yeah. But, you know, it's nothing like crazy. I mean, obviously, it's not physically demanding. My work isn't physically demanding, so I can't complain too much. But I do feel completely drained when I get home. So what's been happening is that I just, like, go to sleep. 1 and 2. I'll just pass out like clockwork. It's so bad. It's such a horrible habit. I've been getting home, knocking out, waking up at, like, 11 o'clock. And then, of course, like, I can't sleep after that, so I'm up all night. And then I end up taking one of those, like, hour naps. You know those hour naps before, like, your alarm is about to go off? 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. 5. That's what I've been doing. That's been my life recently. So not the best rest. But last night, yesterday, one of my friends helped me. I just hung out with one of my friends after work, and I was just like, don't let me fall asleep. And I did fall asleep at a regular hour. So I got pretty good sleep. I was very happy. I felt like the difference. I was so energized at work, it was incredible. 1, 2. And that's why I was like, you know what? Today I will definitely stream. I'm gonna have the energy. I've got the power. Nintendo power. Yeah, San Andreas is an iconic game. Absolutely. It was, it really showed like, wow, PS2 can do this? Holy hell. It was very impressive at the time. I think to this day it's still very impressive. If you just go back and play San Andreas on PS2. Don't play those definitive editions. They're not good, from what I understand. It's pretty brutal too, because like if you're like a newer gamer, maybe you wanted to get into old GTA games, but you can't even buy the original games anymore, like on PC. You used to be able to for the longest time, but Rockstar has since delisted them on Steam, for example. You can only get the definitive editions. Of course, if you did buy them in the past, you can still re-download them. So I have all of the old games, but yeah, the definitive editions, they have like wonky. There's some jank there for sure. But anyway, that's not that weird to me though, that it's not going to have a disc in the physical version, just because like Nintendo already does that with a bunch of games. A bunch of Nintendo games now, like the Switch 2 physical versions, are just a game keycard, which is like nothing. Like, what is that? What's the point of that? I'd rather just have it physically. I mean, digitally for the convenience at that point. But personally, I am somebody who just does not care about physical games anymore. I haven't since like PS3 360 era. Just because around that era is when they stopped caring. Like, publishers just don't give a shit. So they're like, how can we make these physical versions as cheap as possible? All right, you guys love these manuals, right? In color too? Well, they're not going to come in color anymore. Oh, and you know what? Now you're not going to get a manual at all. And you know what else too? We're going to save 5 cents per box by taking some of the plastic out. I remember Call of Duty was one of the first games that did this that I remember. Like, I think it was Call of Duty 4 or Call of Duty 6. But the case was like, like behind the disc there's all these holes punched out to save a little bit of plastic. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what's happening to physical games now. But at that point, around that time, around like 09, 2010, I was already basically just a PC gamer at that point, so I wasn't really bang, bang, and bang. I was already building a digital library. Although I do have some physical PC games too from that era. But that's besides the point. I was still, you know, that's when I was starting to build my Steam library. So for me, games have already been a very digital thing for like 16, 17 years now at this point. So I don't feel affected by it. I wasn't going to buy any games on PS6 or whatever anyway. But I do know a lot of people who do like collecting physical games still, just for the box. Because, you know, it's nice to have something on your shelf if you have, like, if you have a shelf. If you have a shelf and, like, you know, you can display your stuff and it looks cool, then, you know, it's still kind of nice. But yeah, man. What just sucks about that is that, what about all, like, what's annoying about that to me is that what if you have all these PS4 and PS5 games that you know are going to be playable, like, backwards compatible on PS6, but now you can't just pop your disc in? I mean, I hope that they at least make some kind of attachment or something so you can get a disc drive. I hope you can still get a disc drive. At the very least, give us a disc drive. And, like, you know, people, like, still want to watch Blu-ray movies, right? Bang, 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 and bang. So, although Sony isn't going to be printing any more physical games for PS6 or whatever, that's a death. That sucks. That was not a great overdrive. Although they're not going to be printing any physical games, I think there's still a good chance we'll get a disc drive on the console. It just makes sense to me, right? Like, why wouldn't... I don't know. Then again, maybe this is an effort to save a little bit of money on the cost of the console if they're already planning to sell it at a loss, since the, you know, the whole RAM shortages and all that. Bang, bang, bang. But if that's the case, man, like, the thing is, disk drives aren't affected by the crisis, right? It's just RAM and storage. So how much would they really be saving by not putting a disk drive? I don't know. Bang, 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 and bang. There's a claim to have a physical copy of the game if you really like. Oh, for GTA 6 you mean? 100% it's going to be sold separately for way too much like the PS5 Pro. The disc drive? I don't know. I mean, I remember back on 360, you could buy an HD DVD player, and it was like a separate attachment that it just connected via USB. I mean, it's pretty rudimentary, but like, if that was at least an option, I mean, ideally it would be integrated into the console, you know? Because what if you do want to use your PS6 as a, you know, media player to play Blu-rays and all that? It wouldn't look very elegant on your media setup if it was just like a box. That would look ridiculous. Hey DJ Gaming, not on subject, but how did I get the outfit? Oh, this is a mod. I'm playing on PC. This is a mod called Skin to Fusion. And I can actually drop the link for you right now mid-fight. Oh gosh. Bang, bang, and bang. But yeah, you can check that out. It's on gaming... I mean, it's not Gamers Nexus. It's on Nexus Mods. Am I talking about physical games? Do I usually go physical on console? Hey, Eat Your Nugget, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I was talking about... we were talking in general about how Sony's not printing any more physical games for PS6. And then I was talking about how I haven't collected physical games, like modern physical games, since PS3 era. PS3 360. Just because for me, they've been so underwhelming ever since I stopped including manuals, and since the cases have started to felt so cheap, I haven't really cared to collect them. Also because I've been mostly, like, basically pretty much 90% a PC gamer since like 09, 2010. 1, 2, 3. So like for me personally, it doesn't really affect me. I wasn't going to buy physical games anyway, but that's just me. I know folks who are more predominantly console gamers who do like collecting, you know, building up a library, and they have a cool shelf with the games, and they display them and all the stuff and things. Yeah. So for them, it's a shame. Let me just interrupt that. I don't feel like dying here. Since I'm at low health, like I could have... The thing with the rocks is if you parry the rocks, it could be either 2 or 3, so you kind of just gotta always parry 3, and because if you just parry 2 and you get hit by, if you get hit by that third one, that sucks. But still, I'd rather just not take that risk because we were already at the end of the fight. Just move on. We're at 1 death still. On to Juggernaut. And by the way, for anybody who missed it, I am doing a giveaway at the end of the stream. Do check out the instructions on Discord. Okay. I would do the giveaway through YouTube, but YouTube does not like giveaways, so that's why we do it through Discord, by the way, if you were curious. Eat Your Nugget, you're saying that you mostly get digital games as well, but you didn't really expect them to drop physical games for PS5 at least? Well, for PS6, I mean, you right? I mean, I guess that's what you meant. Because, I mean, for the foreseeable future, they're going to be releasing everything physically, too. Even GTA 6, apparently. Oh, Trisaru, I just saw your message. You saw... That's a death. You said you like Abaddon because he shares a name with a Shin Megami Tensei demon / Persona. My only experience with Persona is Persona 4. And I still haven't beaten it. Despite really liking the game, it's just very long. I'm like 70 hours in. I gotta get back to that. Dodge, and waits for his foot. Dodge. Nice. Oh, why did I press L1 there? Whoa. This is why you gotta play your games. Bam, bam, bam. Probably an invisible attack. Nope. Repulse. Hey, Leo Jackson, thank you for tuning in. Abaddon is the name of fallen angel in the Old Testament. Yes, there's lots of biblical references in Stellar Blade in general. This is true. 1 and 2 and dodge. Alright, there's phase 2. Ow. Oh man, now there's fire on the floor. 1, 2. Repulse again. Oh, also, I might be moving very soon. So that's kind of crazy. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, delay, and 5. That was way early on that, but that's okay. Big overhead. Dodge, and wait for his foot. Dodge. Alright, 2 more parries. Please do a melee string. That is not a melee string, that's a big jump. Big dodge. I'll do a chain reflection 1 there. 1. Aw, man, I could have gotten that. 1, 2. Nice. A pretty rare Juggernaut retribution. Doesn't happen too often. Most of the time the fight ends by the time I would get a retribution. Dodge, and wait for his foot. Nice. A lot of games are like that, to be fair. Taking inspiration from Legion has aura, I guess. I guess it's just, I mean, it's a popular story, so of course it's going to be influential. 1, 2, and 3, 4, delay, and 5. Big jump. This should kill. And that's Juggernaut. I took a death on Juggernaut. Oh yeah, I did. I died immediately. Okay, so we're at 2 deaths. And we're 1 away from entering Spire. In SMT2, Abaddon was summoned by someone, and he ate 1 part of Tokyo. He ate part of a city? That's crazy. I wonder how much overlap there is. Like, I wonder how many exclusive enemies or personas are in the SMT games versus the Persona games. Okay, speaking of Persona, I was talking earlier about how the only one I played is Persona 4. I know that they're remaking 4, which is pretty cool. But it's kind of weird that bang, bang, bang. It's not the same voice actors. I don't know that I could play that. Like, the voice acting is so much of the game. But at the same time, maybe, you know, it'll offer a fresh perspective on the story, having different voices. Because, you know, I doubt they would try to emulate the old voice actors. They'd probably just go for their own thing. 1 and 2, 3. Which begs the question, who are those remakes really targeted towards? Because 1 and 2, 3, 4. Because having like new voice acting makes me feel like, oh, I guess it's for like a newer crowd, like maybe younger audience who hasn't played the original. You know, the original was a PS2 game. I didn't play it either back then as a kid. I played, I've been playing Golden, like the remastered one. But now that it's like a whole ass remake, it's really interesting. Okay, let's do some projectiles. Go for it. Which boss is the hardest to not get hit, in my opinion? That question is just going to be whoever you're least familiar with. So, in my case, for example, 1 and 2. In my case, it was, for the longest time, it was Demo Crawler and Elder. These days, it's just Elder, because I never fight Elder. One, two, three. Hey Juan, thank you for tuning in. Look at on Speak of the Devil. I was just talking about who are these new Persona remakes for? Specifically, the Persona 4 revival game. Since the voice acting is different, I was saying like, who is this for? You know? What does minimum preset actually mean? Do I have all skills in the skill tree because I have all burst and beta skills? So the minimum preset is basically... I'll explain that after this fight. Give me one sec. Good question, good question. Bam, bam, bam. By the way, Juan, speaking of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, you know, I was looking at the leaderboards for the event, like the event that happened last weekend, and the amount of like points that some of these folks got, like that's just crazy. I don't even know how that's possible. I don't even know how you can get like that many games in during the time 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, and 5, delay, and blink. Like, I don't even know how you get that many games in just a weekend. That's crazy. But anyway. I'm excited to play as Ninja Turtles. Is that out yet? I know it's this month. One, two, back up. 3, 4, jump, there's no jump there, just a blink. This is an uninterruptible blink, so you gotta do it. And repulse to finish it off. With the weak point showing from repulse for a little bit there. Okay, we're past hockey. Okay, so what does minimum preset actually mean? Do I have all skills in the skill tree? Because I have all burst and beta skills. So it gives you a lot of skills, but it doesn't give you everything. And everything isn't fully upgraded, so I'll show you once we go in-game. But basically, you have the beta skills decently upgraded, and the burst skills are just unlocked. And then for everything else, you pretty much have all the other skills, which is nice because you can still do all like your counter chains and your chain reflections. So this is what the skill tree looks like. You've got all this. Of course, there's no talkie mode. And you can see burst is just unlocked. They're just unlocked. So you can still, the main thing is you have overdrive, access to it. That's great. And then these are upgraded, enough to get to the second level of them. So you got like quadruplet instead of just triplet. And then it gives you, one of the higher tier upgrades. But the main thing is, on minimum, what differentiates it from like maximum or whatever, is that you have lower damage. So you start at not exactly base damage. I'll show you. Let me show you how they did this, because it's a little bit weird. They put you at attack power 850. That's not literally base damage. You could go slightly lower. Like if you were to start up a new game, you start at why is it 850? Wait, did they? I remember this being a little bit lower, but I don't. It's been a while. But I know that when you start up a new game, it's less than this. but then they give you the double-edged gears to compensate. So you have pretty good damage because of the double-edged gears. But that's it. You don't have access to any extra spines, and you don't have access to any other gears. So this is the loadout for minimum. So of course, you die pretty easily because you're wearing double-edged gears. So you pretty much get one hit by most things, not everything, but a lot of things. Dodge and blink. Compared to, like in maximum, you can set your own build, whatever you want. Bam, bam. You have a lot of freedom with your build there, and you have a lot of damage. But the damage here, it's pretty good. Bam, bam. Five string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, that was a clean aim cancel. That was good. 1 and bam. Have I ever tried kombucha before? I have not. Not me, not personally. Dodge. Hey, back-turned legend. Thank you for tuning in. Do you... wait a minute. Do you play Tekken? Because when I see back-turned, I'm like, oh, this guy plays Xiaoyu? But not necessarily. I guess there are other characters who have back-turned stances. Because I personally play Xiaoyu. Then again, I would say RDS. You could say BT or RDS, I guess, if you're describing her attacks, right? That are back-turned. Bam. You do play Tekken? Hell yeah, dude. Fist bump. Fist bump through the screen. Let's go. 1 and 2, 3. Break the shields. Five string. 1, 2. Charge some bursts. Finish off this phase 2. TMNT comes out on the 28th. Damn, at the literal end of the month? Gosh. Alright. 72 hours straight of playing, that's how. But they must have a team then, right? Because no human is capable of that. Then again, that's not true. I'm sure people out there do stay up for 72 hours for, gaming stuff. Probably. But that's crazy. 1, 2. Because, yeah, like, some of these scores, I was like, what the hell? And actually, the scores that I was looking at was on, like, day 2 of the event for Sonic Racing. So I was like, damn, there's still time and they've got scores like this? What the heck? I was truly blown away. Bam, bam. Like, they must ask for time off work during those events just to grind. Which, I mean, I guess I respect the... Bam, bam. I guess I respect the dedication. There's the blink. Bam, bam. Let's do a shield breaker and finish up this phase. On to Karakuri. Hey, Skyri, thank you for tuning in. Reina, Ling, and Nina. Okay, I see. A myriad of choices? Wait, doesn't it say a million choices? I've always heard a million choices. Festivals are always on the weekends, luckily. Legend Comp, however, lasts a few weeks. Yeah, everyone who is trying to get top 100 or even worse, top 10 needs almost consistent playing with a team. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. The idea of having like a clan house. I mean, I don't know how hardcore people are about Sonic Racing, but like, I don't think there's any money in it, as far as I know. Which means that they do it purely for the love of the game. Like to organize, like to have like a clan house or some kind of, communal area where they can just have a setup and go in shifts. Kind of like, how like when people do like these long races in iRacing or whatever, like racing sims. When they do these super long races and they take turns, like, okay, you're driving for this leg of the race. That stuff is so cool, like organizing that is so cool. Then again, now that I think about it, I guess they could just share an account. They don't got to be in person. But in person would be cooler. Bam. But yeah, I was looking at like one of the top guys. They like all have multiple badges for other events. So they've gotten top 10 multiple times. I forgot you can't aim here, so there's no aim canceling. One, two, three. One, two, three, and four. Knock her down. Let's see how this fight goes. You know my relationship with Karakuri, it can be a little bit rocky. One, two, and three. Just because once she stops dropping the spawns, man, oh, forget about it. Get some energy. One, two, and three. Oh man, I really wanted to interrupt that. So my strategy there was I was trying to preserve the retribution. So I didn't want to parry anything else. I was like, we're so close to phase 2, just give me phase 2. That way I could pop the retribution immediately when it starts. Ah well. I'm so glad the Yankees are not playing today, dude. The Yankees have been a freaking train wreck for the past... a little bit over a week now. The past 7 games they have lost. And it's been horrible. It's been a horrible watch. Even when Game 3 against the Tigers, we were mounting a comeback at the end. In the 9th, we pushed it to extra innings. And I was like, okay, let's get one win. It's been so long since I felt a win. And then it was another disaster. Actually, when I saw Camilo Doval go out on the mound, I was like, wow, are you serious? And it's always, oh, I feel so terrible too every time it happens because I predict it happening because I've seen it too many times. But I was like, wow, we don't want to win this game, evidently. And yep, my nightmare came true. And we lost in extras in typical Yankees fashion, giving up 4 runs. So that was horrible. So it's nice to have a little bit of a break. Just for my mental health. I'm kind of happy that the Yankees are not playing today. But whatever, we have a new series tomorrow. We have historically crushed Minnesota. So hey, maybe this series, this weekend, could be like a nice, you know, get right kind of series for all the offense, because they've been asleep. I mean, completely asleep. All the bats need to wake up. It's been really bad. At least the Marlins have been very fun to watch. Shout out to my Marlins. They've been on a tear all of June, really. They've been great. Like, we are legitimately competing for a wild card. Now, I don't know how far we'll get past the wild card. But hey, if I get to watch my Marlins in the playoffs, that's pretty cool. Hasn't happened since 2023. Which we lost immediately in the wild card to Philly. Bam, and bam, bam. Knock her down. Okay, now I gotta start preserving energy for when she drops the spawns. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna just knock her down right here. She's probably gonna go for some spawns. Nope. Awesome. I'll get a little bit of burst then. Then I'll do another shield breaker. Or no, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'll just wait. Interrupt that, of course. There they are. Okay, let's interrupt this. Why aren't they dying? Why didn't they die? I did 2 slashes. Oh, man. My only chance to survive there would have been dodging that big AoE. That sucks. So that can happen though sometimes because it's kind of weird. Like the Kokeshis, when they spawn in, they have a little bit of, not invincibility, but it's like they have more armor somehow. So you can't really deal max damage to them right away. But I was hoping that the second slash would have killed them. Ah, man. It's okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. I might have answered this before, but you're curious to know my thoughts with the MC design. 1, bam, bam, and bam. Hold on. Curious to know my thoughts with the main character design of the upcoming Stellar Blade 2. Oh, what were my thoughts? I don't remember. I haven't watched the trailer since we did my impressions stream. But overall, I was very positive. I was very high on it. I thought it looked awesome. Oh, I remember. Yeah, right. Okay, hold on. I remember one thing I said. I thought that it was cool that she has short hair, because it, you know, makes her more distinguishable from Eve, and it's more practical. Since she's doing like kind of like boxing, you know, she's got like the bam, bam, and bam. You know, she's got the Steve Fox boxing whole combat thing going on. Makes more sense for her combat style. Just very practical to have short hair for hand-to-hand combat. But, you know, I also thought like, wow, cool. We basically get to play as like Tifa, kind of. Very like Tifa-esque gameplay. But just as far as the design, I don't remember if I had any other impressions. That was the main thing. I commented on the hair, and I think that was about it. But I thought it looked awesome. 1, 2, and bam. But yeah, I just watched it 2 times. I watched it twice when we did the stream, and then I haven't watched it again since because I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to be exposed to it, you know, over and over, because I would like to still be mostly surprised when I played the game. So just 2 watch-throughs was enough for me. I'm very excited for it. I think it's gonna be freaking awesome. Wait a minute. Oh gosh, that was a 3-string? I wasn't paying attention at all. I did not realize that was a 3-string. Jeez. Fight should have been over there. Or at least we should have had a chance to overcome the spawns. Instead, I have shot myself in the foot. We're doing it again for a 4th time. And this is how the deaths stack up. I'm missing some messages. I gotta look at messages. Next time I do a retribution, I will read something. Bam. Bam, bam, and bam. Dodge. And dodge again. 1, 2, and 3. You know what was weird though? What was weird about my death on the last attempt is that she doesn't have any 2-strings. Unless it's the one where she's dragging her fist. That's the only 2-string she does. Bang, bang, and bang. So it's pretty weird that I would even think, oh, this is just 2 hits. 1, 2. Bam. Anyway, it's okay. It's in the past now. Let's finish up phase 1 here. I'd love to save my retribution for the next phase if I can. 1, 2, 3. Just interrupt that. Phase 2, please. Nice. One. Charge some more burst energy. Hit her with one of these. Okay. The Legend competition has a special event where the top 24 will be flown out to NYC for an actual tournament. So the sweatiest of sweats are going to try to get top 100, especially top 24. That's insane, but that's pretty cool. Bam, bam. I didn't know people were playing Sonic Racing competitively like that. Does Mario Kart do anything like that? Probably not, right? Nintendo doesn't really do anything cool like that. But that's awesome, man. Shout out to Sega. I'm gonna do this. I don't want to die to this again. Okay, at least that did knock out the Kokashis. 1, 2, and 3. Just a nice surefire way to deal with that. 1, 2, 3. Knock her down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Nope, don't do that. Should just kill him. They should just kill him. Okay, there's the overdrive. Nice. The slash wasn't enough, but the overdrive was. Yeah, the nice thing about the Tempest is since it does damage in 2 waves, even unupgraded. Like, I know when you upgrade it, it does an actual 2nd wave of damage, and then I guess maybe it does 3 hits in total. But there, as you can see, the Kokishis, they died. Like, they got weakened, and then they died when I finished the Tempest. So it's nice, just because if I do start hitting them when they're, like, in their armor, like, when she drops them, they have, like, a little bit of armor. If they get hit by that during that part, at least the 2nd hit should clean them up. So it's nice. Hey, Alan, thank you for tuning in. You have over 50,000 tickets and can only spend them on friendship. Oh yeah, so what is the point of the friendship? Because like I was looking at that, I was like, what is the point of this? I was thinking like, should I spend my tickets on this? I figured it makes more sense to buy the like the gadgets and stuff first before I start upgrading friendship. But as far as I can tell, it's just for cosmetics. Is that all you get out of the friendship levels in Sonic Racing Crossworld? Hey Frizen, thank you for tuning in. 1 and 2, 3. Do I prefer BU or B? Burst or Beta? I am like the biggest fanboy of Burst Energy you'll ever meet. 1 and 2, 3. So I used to speedrun this game a lot more, and in my speedruns, I do suboptimal strats, and that I use, like I prioritize Burst because it's just so much cooler and more fun for me, instead of doing like just the more clinical, you know, Beta approach, because it's not fun for me. So I'm 100% on the Burst side. It's not even close. It's not even like a discussion. For me, it's like 99% Burst appreciation, 1% Beta appreciation. Granted, there are still things that I do like, well, at least for as far as the Beta skills go, I love Shield Breaker. It's far and away my favorite attack, just because the New Game Plus version, when it's like upgraded, it reminds me of 1 and 2, 3. It reminds me of Virgil and Marvel 3. How he has that one attack with Beowulf that looks like a washing machine. At least Yipes would always call it a washing machine on commentary. So I love it for that reason, because I'm always reminded of it when I do that attack. So it's really cool for that. And this is the one I'm talking about, by the way. The washing machine. Oh wait, I don't have it upgraded because this is minimum preset. Aw, damn it. So yeah, when we do New Game Plus, we get to see it. Yeah, this is minimum preset, so we only have the level 2. Bam, bam. But yeah. You think it's cool that that one boss that spawns other enemies, Maelstrom doesn't count because that boss sucks, takes away my guns. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, it's a very unique boss in that sense. Maelstrom is very underrated though, in my opinion. Not just because I'm a huge fan of their soundtrack, but I think there's a lot of potential with a Maelstrom type boss in this game. Like if they made it a little bit more elaborate. For me, the only disappointing thing about the Maelstrom bosses was that they were basically the same thing. Just the second one has more weak points, and that's it. Would have been nice to see some kind of evolution. 1 and 2, like a progression to those fights. 1. Get some energy. You found yourself using Burst more than Beta on hard mode. Friendship gives you stickers, special banners, and the AI skin. You mostly still want to spend 3,000 tickets on your favorite characters for their AI skin. Is AI skin like the glitchy looking virtual reality one? I guess. Like sometimes when you do 1 and... Oh wait, that's 1. This is phase 2. What am I talking about? What am I trying to say? When I jumped, because I played a little bit with my friends in the multiplayer mode, the race park mode, and I sometimes will get like a rival team that is just these weird looking characters that they all look the same. I guess that's the AI skin. It's kind of like the final boss of DOA 5. How it's just like that glitchy looking... You know what I mean. I forget what it was called. But like the evil Kasumi. One, 2. Alright, I don't want to die to Demo Crawler again. 1. 1 and 2, 3. Alpha, yes, that's what it was. Good memory, good memory. You really do play fighting games, nice. Yeah, the Race Park AI skins, gotcha. 1 and 2, 3. I guess that's kind of cool. One and 2, 3. Okay, phase 2 here. So 1, 2, and 3. That is just an Abaddon timing. One, 2, and 3. So yeah, I should have known that that timing changes. Just forgot for a bit, but now we're here. We're in the present. 1. Time for a nice long retribution. The problem with burst is how do I consistently generate it compared to beta energy? It seemed like the best way to get burst was with blink or repulse attacks, but they aren't consistent. Yeah, you just gotta mix in dodges. You really gotta mix in dodges and where the burst trance extra spine if you want to build, you know, 1 and 2. Bam, bam, bam. If you want to build some, you know, a good amount of burst energy. Because the burst trance really does help a lot. It's amazing. 1, 2, and 3. And then it also has the effect of if you finish a level 4 combo or higher, so if you do an Incursion 4 or an Onslaught 4, it also charges a little bit of extra burst. So that's nice. I was not in range. Just ground him. 1 and 2. I grounded him mid-jump, so that's pretty nice. One and 2. One, 2, and 3. That would have been a nice blink. I could have let that rock. 1, 2, and 3. But that's okay. That attack that I interrupted earlier, like 10 seconds ago, it's exclusive to phase 3 also. Pretty sure, anyway. He does the unblockable into the blink. But, you know, it would have been some nice burst charge. But the fight's almost over anyway, so whatever. 1, 2. Okay, on to the next one. On to the last 3. Hey, we could get under 10 deaths right now. That'd be pretty good. Is there a reason I use L1X specifically? You always use that beta skill the least? I use it because it's my favorite looking. So it just brings me joy. But, that's the main thing. What I like about it too is that it's like, it interrupts immediately. Let me explain. That's a good question. Hold on. I'll explain a little bit more. So what I like about Shield Breaker is that, you know, you're front-loading the risky part of it because you're charging it first, right? And then you let it rip whenever you want. But I usually let it go as soon as the phase 2, the part 2 of it is charged. Compared to like a triplet, for example, or quadruplet, the second hit... Oh, well, I guess that's not completely true. But when you do triplet, for example, unless you have it upgraded, the first hit does not interrupt. So then you're just waiting for the second hit for the quadruplet part 2 hit. I'm wondering, is it upgraded enough here? No, it's not. So yeah, this is the upgrade, Impact Enhancement. The first strike of Triplet also stuns, meaning Triplet has a lot more risk involved because you'd have to, I mean, it's not that hard to like find an opening, but you'd have to ahead of time realize, okay, I'm gonna have just enough time to do the second part, so I'll interrupt whatever they're doing with Quadruplet. Compared to, you know, Shieldbreaker, I feel completely safe using this. And then the thing with Slash is that Slash is kind of like a Shieldbreaker, but I just like the way Shieldbreaker looks more. So that's why I prefer Shieldbreaker. And then I don't really like Shockwave pretty much ever. I mean, the one interesting quirk about Shockwave, though, is that since it is a ranged attack, it does get buffed after you do Repulse. So Repulse, you know, the purple unblockable attack, it does buff this slightly. Just a little bit, but yeah, it does. Just like, you know, just like it buffs your guns, this counts as a ranged attack. But yeah, I don't really like this one, so I mostly just use this one. Sometimes I'll mix in quadruplets, though. Because the cool thing about quadruplet is that the second part, since it jumps, occasionally you'll get these crazy hitbox situations where you'll jump over an attack before you've interrupted them. So you get this sick hitbox where you don't take damage because you're in the air. It's so cool. Doesn't happen that often though, but it is badass. One, two. Bang, bang, back up. Fly away. One, back up. And 2, 3. Let's knock her down. Get to work on those shields. I would love a 3-string. Give me a 3-string here. That was the 3-string. I called for it and I got it. But then I interrupted it. Oh, I'm such a fool. That's okay though. 1, 2, and 3. Delay 4 and overhead. 1. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. What I was going for there was just to interrupt that. But the fact that I jumped over the first hit, that's what I was talking about earlier. That can happen with quadruplet as well. But that just happened with triplet. That's amazing. I'm going to timestamp that. 1 and 2. Dodge. That was crazy. If you didn't see what happened there, go back and watch that. That's why this game's the best. You get moments like that that are just like, you know, 2 years later after, I mean, yeah, 2 years later, still playing this game, and I get moments like that that still blow my mind. Like, wow. 3-string into the blink. Double jump, bang, 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 land, and blink. No, she got away from me. Damn you. I just wasted my rush, or chain reflection. 1. Bang, bang. I'm feeling she's gonna wake up and do the 7-string. She didn't. She's doing a 5-string. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, 4. Oh my gosh, I forgot what that string was. That's crazy. I mean, I should know that one extremely well. This is what happens when you don't play for just a few weeks. I know that's the 5-string. I know there's a big delay. How did I used to count that? 1 and 2 and... Why did I think 3, 4? And 3. Oh, in fact, I remember now. 3 was my opportunity to do like a counter chain if I wanted. Like counter chain 2. Yeah, delay and 4, 5. 4, 5 are the ones that are together. Goodness. I cannot remember the last time I've died on that particular 5-string. One and 2. Bang, bang. One. Bang, bang. Knock her down. By the way, for anybody just tuning in, I am doing a giveaway as soon as we finish playing this. As soon as we finish this run-through of the bosses, I'm going to be jumping over to RE4. 1, 2, 3. And I'm doing a giveaway. Very easy to enter. If you want to enter, go check out the Discord and look at my channel updates channel for the instructions on the giveaway. 1, 2. So I'm giving away a $10 gift card either for Steam or PSN, whatever you prefer. 1 and 2, dodge. Oh, I was early. Here's the blink. She got away from that? Damn. Hang on a sec. I don't like this. I'm gonna heal, actually. Okay. That was not a good heal. That was not a good interrupt. It's not what I would usually do. If she does bad weather attacks, like the clouds, I just run back. Because then she'll always do the follow-up. Like, she'll either go through them, or she'll go above them. So then it's very predictable. Put myself in a really weird spot there. One, two. Bang, bang. Now I'm just trying to dodge these. Why did I do that? I could have still been under 10 deaths if I had not screwed that up. Oh man, I guess I think I might be tilted now. I might be tilted. But the only tilting thing was really the first death. The second one was more silly. The third one was just dumb. 1, 2. Okay, let's go for 10 deaths exactly. Stop trying to dodge that. There's like no reward for dodging that. Bang. Bang, bang. When am I going to do the hard mode 100% no damage, no camp run? When am I going to do the hard mode 100%? No damage, no camp run? Like single segment? I don't think I would ever do that one. Did I say I would do that? I mean, maybe I would do a segmented one. Or like, if you can include like, you know, retrying, of course. One, or, you know, just not on the same day. I guess we could do that. I don't know, that doesn't really sound much different than the old no camp storm we did. It would just be, add some tedium. Like some new tedium, because it'd be no damage. But I guess it's on, I mean, nothing's off the table for sure. 2, dodge, nice. What I still have to work on, what I'm working on still currently, is just the lore playthrough. But since I've been focusing more on Wuchang recently, that's why we have not done the lore playthrough in a little bit. But I gotta get back to it. We gotta finish our lore playthrough. We left off just after Matrix. So I gotta go do some Great Desert and stuff. No, we had done Abyss of War. That was the last thing I did, that's right. So I wanted to do side quests next. And then, of course, bang, bang. And then, of course, we can do 809, Spire, and finish the game. Am I gonna get the Switch version? Absolutely. I will be buying the Switch 2 version of this game whenever it comes out. 100%, and we will play it on stream, rest assured. 1, 2. I just want to see what it's like. I gotta see what it's like. The only thing that's gonna be annoying about that, 1 and 2 and 3, delay, end, 4, 5. The only thing that's annoying about that, and why I don't like really getting many third-party games on Switch, is because, you know, then you gotta play with freaking inverted X and circle. Because you gotta play with, like, you know, the dumbass, like, Nintendo. Ugh. It's so hard for me to get used to it, because I didn't grow up with Nintendo. So, if you play any third-party game on Switch, it always inverts X and circle, so then you just gotta... I guess I'd be interacting with the menus with circle instead of X. Which, you know, is just like a minor thing. But I definitely don't enjoy that. Bang, bang. However, hopefully, there'll be a way to completely remap that. Because sometimes you can't remap everything. There might be remapping options, because I tried this recently when I tried the RE9 demo on Switch, which is a technical feat that it even runs at all. 1, back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So like if you try to remap the controls in RE9 on Switch, it does change most of the things around, but it doesn't change how menus work. Which means you still gotta freaking interact with your menu with A, meaning with circle instead of X. Which is just like, that just takes away so much for me. I just don't like doing that. Because I'm so used to playing the other way, like the normal way. Bang, bang, bang. But besides that, I think it'll just be cool to see what Stellar Blade looks like on Switch. Bad weather, run away. She went above. Why did I put myself in that position? So, there, what I could have done, I mean, that was user error, just leaving myself in line of the clouds. Had I not done that, obviously much easier to deal with whatever's happening in front of you. But yeah, she did bust out that 2 string into the unblockable. That string is interesting because in phase 3, maybe even in phase 2, there's 2 things she could do there. She could either fly backwards and do more physical melee attacks, or she does the unblockable. Either way, I got owned, so. Switch and even the Switch 2 is so underpowered, disappointed that Nvidia gave the Switch 2 such a weak GPU. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's not like it's just Nvidia's decision, right? There's probably a lot of factors going into the GPU they chose. Could be a lot of thermal considerations, and maybe like a price point that they wanted to hit. I don't know. And bang, bang, and overhead. But the nice thing about Switch 2 is that it is NVIDIA, so, you know, they've got excellent AI upscaling. You know, DLSS really is kind of like just this magic fairy dust. And 2. Which makes me feel like the Switch 2 will age okay. Compared to Switch 1, which felt really underpowered immediately, I feel like Switch 2 should have slightly longer legs, you know? That just makes sense to me. But, you know, Nintendo software will always be the best at optimizing their own hardware. One, 2, 3. Double jump. 1, 2, 3. Land. Blink. Hey, Dragon Zeta X. Thank you for tuning in. Any game like Stellar Blade? Hold on. You're asking for games similar to Stellar Blade? 1 and 2 and 3. Delay end. 4, 5. Futuristic, Souls-like, faster paced. Did finish the game, don't have more things to do on the game. Well, if you're looking for Souls-like, I mean, okay, so if you consider this a Souls-like, I guess I would ask, what exactly do you want out of your action game? Because, I don't really see where this is like a Souls-like, besides, I guess, enemies respawn. That's like the one thing. When you rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Land and dodge. But if you just want a good Souls-like, it's not like Stellar Blade, but like I would highly recommend Lies of P. Not futuristic, but that game is just like, for me, it's the perfect Souls-like formula. So, you know, I highly recommend it if you wanted to play a Souls-like. But as far as like third-person action games that are futuristic, that's a good question. I can't really think of any games that are like this, to be honest with you. It's such a like unique blend. 1, back up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the 7. That was the 7. I'm not reading anything correctly right now. Yeah, I can't think of anything that's like this exactly. As far as general Souls-like recommendation, I love Lies of P. I've been enjoying Wuchang Fallen Feathers. And those are the only non-Souls, like non-From Software Souls-like that I played. So, that's about it for me. I should maybe just move on from this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah, let's move on from UN. Let's just add a death there. I don't feel like fighting this anymore just because it's not really productive at this point. I'm no longer focused to the point where it's productive practice, so I'm just gonna move on to the next boss because I'm about to blow past my PB anyway. And should I not die here, I'll just pretend I died again on you and just leave it at 14. Try Code Vein. That is a Souls-like, but you agree with Host. Lies of P is more steampunk. Steampunk is a great way of describing it, yes. 1. Hey, Sprocket Scientist, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you again. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Bang, bang. Thoughts on Blood Rain? So I actually did an entire stream reacting to the trailer of Blood Rain. So if you wanted to hear my like initial impressions and stuff and all my thoughts, like when they were fresh, I would go back to that stream. It was just like 2 streams ago because I haven't streamed much recently. 1, 2, and 3. And I made a timestamp for when I watched the trailer, and I talk about it for like 20 minutes. So there's just like a 20-minute section of me just talking about the game. However, very generally, I'll tell you I'm very excited about it. I was very excited with what I saw, and I'm hyped to play the game, so I think it should be awesome. 1, 2, back up. 1 and 2. 1, nice. You were a little disappointed, not because it looked bad, but the absence of the OG cast. You hope that what you were seeing was a prologue segment. That is, that'd be really... If you're someone who is looking to play with all the old characters, I think it's extremely optimistic to think that they did a reveal trailer and it's just for a prologue that's going to be like an insignificant part of the game. So hate to break it to you, but I'm 100% certain that is going to be our cast. Now, that being said, I would not be surprised if some of the old characters from this game appear in some way, shape, or form. Either through like a flashback sequence or like in some kind of lore bits, or I don't know. Maybe they'll appear in a different form that we just can't understand yet. So, yeah, but I was very excited about it. I think it looks awesome. One thing I pointed out was I really liked... I thought the camera angle was really interesting. And part of that is because we were... 1, 2, and 3. Because we've been playing Wuchang recently. And if you have not played Wuchang Fallen Feathers... 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. If you have not played Wuchang Fallen Feathers, when you lock onto a boss, it kind of goes into a more cinematic camera angle. And I think the cinematic camera angle is really cool because it's like, it's just more immersive. It looks awesome. 1, 2, and 3. And it seems to have that in Blood Rain as well. You know, the combat looks... Haven't played it, so I can't really comment on what the combat is going to feel like, but it looks like it's faster, and hopefully it seems to be as in-depth, if not more in-depth than this game. So I'm very excited. Just for those reasons. And then I'm also excited because Unreal Engine 5, right? So it's going to be just extremely gorgeous. Like, this game's already so pretty. Stellar Brid's already very pretty, right? And this is a UE4 game. So I'm interested to see how, what kind of damage Shift Up is able to do with a more powerful engine, a more capable engine, because in all my experience playing Korean-developed games, they're really good at optimizing, you know, optimizing the game's performance. Like, Lies of P and this game are pretty well optimized, so I feel like Unreal Engine 5, a game that might be notoriously unoptimized, like in most games, in most examples, I think they'll come up with something really good there. So yeah, that's what I think about it. Okay. Dragon Zeta X, you said, you mean the thing you like the most about Stellar Blade is that fighting Scarlet, no burst, no beta, felt like a fight between 2 anime main characters, and you kind of seek that feeling. If you just want, like, in my opinion, the greatest third-person action game of all time is Devil May Cry 3, and there are some anime-esque fights in those games. You could play DMC 3, you could play 4, has an even better combat system, but I just have a lot of nostalgia for 3. You could play 3, 4, 5. I can't comment much on Devil May Cry 5 because I didn't get very far into it because I got very turned off by playing as this one character in it. But, you know, there's lots of good combat mechanics and stuff in Devil May Cry. So I would recommend that. That game is significantly more fast-paced. And their whole thing is that the combat system is basically like a sandbox. So the combat system is just what you make of it. You like, the ceiling is endless. And then if you like that, you might also like Bayonetta for similar reasons. So I would check out Bayonetta. I would check out Devil May Cry 3, 4, 5, you know? Yeah, that's what I would say. Hey, 210LG, thank you for tuning in. Hope all is well. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing good too. Do I have a preference for either using the face buttons or the bumpers / trigger for attacking in games like this? If it is, Yeah, unless it's a Souls-like, I don't like attacking with R1 and R2. Ever. I highly prefer face buttons. Unless it's a Souls-like, then I'm like, you know, I'm just so used to it. So if it's like a slow... Basically, if it's a slow-paced, more clunky kind of combat system, which Souls-likes have in general, I don't mind R1, R2 at all. If it's more fluid, like this, I love my face buttons. 1 and 2. In fact, I'm trying to remember, why did Demon Souls and Dark Souls, why did they use R1 and R2? I can't remember. Why did they do that? Because the face buttons don't really do anything. They just like heal and stuff. They use your items. Oh gosh. I'm sure there is some game design reason. I cannot remember what it is though. Been low-key wanting to get into speedrunning this game. Yeah, I have a few videos on it. You might want to check out. Bayonetta is more of a button masher game compared to Stellar Blade. That's not accurate, but I guess I know what you mean. You do press the buttons more quickly. Like on a surface level, if you don't really want to learn the combat system, yeah, you could call it that, I guess. I mean, 1 and 2. Because I've seen comments, like I've gotten a lot of comments. Obviously, my whole channel is dedicated to this game. I've gotten a lot of comments from people who just say they button mash in this game, which is hysterical to imagine. But you know, it's people do. Apparently, there's some folks out there that do that. And I understand. Not everyone. Some people just want to play the game. They don't want to really think about it that much. It's just like, you know, gaming is a form of escapism, just like reading a book is a form of escapism. And how far you want to take your level, how involved you want to get with your escapism outlet is going to depend a lot on so many things. How much free time you have, how receptive you are to that game's gameplay at that time, how much free time you have to allocate to whatever game you're playing at any given time. And so yeah, I guess on a surface level, I know what you mean. But Bayonetta has an extremely deep combat system. DMC more so, in my opinion, just because there's at least in 4, like the things you can do with just the style switching is incredible. It's incredible. You'd have to replay Bayonetta, but you don't agree at the moment. Button mashing against Rodon and see what happens. Button mash against Rodon, see what happens. That's funny. You get smashed if you button that. You get smashed if you button mash. This game is set up to do a proper speedrun. So for me, what I've had the most fun doing in this game are challenge runs, but the speedruns also are very fun, specifically new game hard runs. Normal runs are, you know, they're not bad. But I think the extreme fun comes with like the high stakes new game hard speedruns. I love them. Holy hell, I've dissociated. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing anymore. Let me see if I can lock in and fight this boss real quick. 1. We are going to get to our giveaway very soon, I swear. As soon as I finish this and Providence, we will jump into RE4 and we will get into our giveaway. 1, 2, clash. One, 2, and 3. Okay, let's knock her down here, and then I'll go for a shield breaker. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna go for that 5 string. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Pretty sure you button mashed for your first hour with Raven. You learned a hard lesson. The thing you enjoyed most about Bayonetta was the witch time dodge, not gonna lie. Alright, phase 2. Overhead, probably. No overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is so uncommon. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the slow 4 string into the unblockable. She's so weird. Her behavior right now is so strange. I feel like she's gonna wake up and do a Tempest. She did not do a Tempest immediately. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Bang, bang. Knock her down. Knock her down again. Charge some burst energy. 1, 2, and 3. Knock her down again. Okay, now she's got to do Tempest, right? No. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Why is this woman not doing Tempest? Okay, surely she'll do it now. She's gonna wake up here and do a Tempest. I can tell you, right? I promise you. Still no Tempest? The 3 projectiles? Whoa, what is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Delay and unblockable. I'll knock her down again, I guess. Maybe this time. Laughing string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Unblockable. I'm perplexed. I truly am. I'm like confounded. I can't believe what's happening. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Delay and 5. There it is. That was one of the later Tempests that I've seen for sure. It's not the first time it's happened, but it's definitely uncommon. And I think it all branches out from the fact that she opened with like a weird option. She didn't open with her overhead like she typically does. So I guess it's not that strange. If phase 2 starts weird, it might progress in a weird way. What's being given away? Oh, $10 gift card. $10 gift card to Steam or PSN, whatever you want. Is it just for members? Anybody can join. You don't gotta be a channel member. It's a giveaway for Discord, like folks in my Discord community. So since we're approaching RE4 now, I'll go over the rules again. If you want to join the giveaway, and you're not in the Discord, you can just join the Discord right now. And then what you could even do, you could join the Discord, just participate in the giveaway, and then you can leave right away if you don't like me. But like you just want to try to win a gift card. But the point of the Discord is that number one, it's a safe for work Discord for Stellar Blade. And so there's no degeneracy. Safe for work. But then also, if you wanted to keep up with my streams when I go live, I post like, you know, schedules and stuff there. Whenever I go live, I send a ping to people who sign up for it. It's optional. So you don't even got to sign up for the pings, but there is like a, you know, you have options if you want to know when I go live in general, or when I go live with Stellar Blade, there's different options for that. But yeah, the giveaway is basically, when we jump into RE4 after this, I'm going to play RE4 Mercenaries. And in RE4, if you don't know what it is, RE4 Mercenaries, it's an arcade mode where you're trying to kill 150 enemies, 150 ganados. And basically, you're going to guess, you're going to DM me a guess from 50 to 149, because obviously if I get to 150, I won. You're trying to guess when I'm going to die in that range of 50 to 149. And I might not die right away. You might see me do like 2 or 3 successful run-throughs of like different levels in Mercenaries, but I will eventually die. And when I die, the person who guessed closest to that number, like to the number of enemies I've defeated, when I die, you will get a gift card. It's just a $10 gift card, you know, just a little something. I'm trying to do giveaways like at least like 2 or 3 times a month just to give back. So it's going to be a Steam gift card or a PSN gift card. You know, I'll just send you, you can just let me know in the DM. But yeah, the instructions, the full instructions are there. Bam, bam. The instructions are under the channel updates channel in our Discord. And there's a link to join the Discord in the description to this stream. 1, 2, delay, and 3, and 4. That's pretty much it. Basically just DM me. But once I start playing RE4, there's no more submissions. So you gotta DM me basically now. Basically right now. Here's a repulse. Don't do that. Bam, bam. Knock him down. One, 2, delay, and 3, delay, and Oh my gosh, that was so lucky. 1, 2. That I did that all wrong. I did not mean to do that, but it ended up looking really cool. What happened there was I did one attack too many. I didn't want to continue my onslaught 3, so then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm screwed. So I just tried like panic dodging, but it kind of just worked out. So nice. Hey Juan, thanks for the gifted membership. Who won it this time? Oh my gosh, wait, you gifted it to yourself? That's possible? What? I've never... Juan. It's almost like a meme at this point. For those uninitiated, I've been streaming for like, I've been streaming for over 2 years. Juan in chat here has never once purchased himself a membership to my channel, but he has gifted several memberships. But what's funny is that he's been gifted a membership himself by other people various times, like I think 3 or 4 times. This is the first time I've seen somebody get their membership and get it themselves. Wait, again? Did that happen last time? I can't remember. Either way, that's hilarious. That's so funny, but thank you, I appreciate it. Dude, that's crazy, because you could have just gotten yourself like the cheap membership, like the $2 one. Either way, thank you for the $5. That's the second time this has happened? That's hysterical. That is hysterical. Gifted memberships are random, yeah. Here on YouTube, it's not like Twitch. On Twitch, you can gift a membership to, I believe, specific users. On YouTube, it's completely random. Not only that, but you have to do the $5 membership. So, like, I have 2 memberships. I have a $5 one and a $2 one. And if you want to gift one, you can only gift the $5 one. I don't know why they do it that way, but like you can't gift like the cheap $2 one if you wanted. Oh my gosh, thank you for another gifted membership one. That's really nice of you, man. Thank you. Oh, cool. Congratulations, Trisaru. You just got a membership, so if you refresh your chat, you'll have access to the emojis. That's a brutal death. Screw you, YouTube. Speaking of channel members, I have the 2-year member badge coming very soon. I don't think we've got any 2-year members in chat right now. Maybe Agatoki's still floating around, but yeah, the 2-year member badge is going to be man, and it looks awesome. It's just being colored right now. 1, 2, delay, and 3 and 4. It's crazy that we've had channel members for 2 years. Like, that's such a crazy number to me. Oh gosh, we're dead. That attack, if you get grabbed by it, but if you're playing on like normal difficulty or something where you would survive it, there's actually a button mash. There's like a QTE you can mash out of it and survive. But if you like would die anyway, it doesn't even give you the button mash prompt. When's the Anya emote coming? I don't know when that would ever come, to be honest. Just because, in my experience, like, only main characters really get used much as far as emojis go. So, for example, like, I don't have enough emoji slots on YouTube to put in the new emojis that I commissioned. But, of course, on Discord, I'll have them all available. But on YouTube, I'm gonna have to take out some of them. I'm probably gonna get rid of the Atom one, as much as I love using it myself. The Atom one never gets used. Nobody likes Atom, so that one's got to go out, and I'm gonna rotate it for just new stuff because I have like a couple new Eevee emojis that I want to get into circulation. Bam, bam. But like I would like an Anya one. Just the thing is, bam, bam, delay, end, 3 and 4. The thing is, I already don't have extra slots, and like Eevee was the main priority, so like I wanted some Eevee emojis. But if we ever, like, if my channel ever got, like, actually really big, and I had a bunch of emoji slots, then I would absolutely fill it out with, side characters. 100% I would do that. 1, 2. However, YouTube, it's not like Twitch. On Twitch, it's really easy to get a ton of emoji slots. You can be a small channel and have a ton of emoji slots. On YouTube, you gotta work so hard for them. Like, the milestones to reach to unlock more slots is, like, ridiculous. For example, the only reason I have as many slots as I do is because, back when I was more active and streaming a lot more, we got a lot of gifted memberships, which resulted in us reaching like 75 members at one point. So that's why I think I have 14 slots. But the next milestone is at 100. So it's crazy. From 75, you gotta get another 25 members to get one more emoji slot. Compared to Twitch, I think Twitch just like gives them away. It's like, I think if you become affiliated, you get like 30 of them. It's so different. But yeah. Anyway, but at least the emojis will all be usable on Discord, which is cool. One, because they look awesome. I'm really excited about them. They should be ready by this weekend. Because my artist, I know she had sent me the sketch. I approved the sketch and stuff. And she's just coloring them now, so... Bam. Bam, bam. Knock him down. Okay, this time I'm not gonna die to the insta-kill. I'm gonna die to the blue stuff instead. But the reason I died to the insta-kill earlier is it had been so long since I've seen it. My typical MO, like when the insta-kill happens, I always shoot 3 targets on the left, and then I dodge, and then I shoot the other 3, right? Or no, I shoot 1, and then I move because Providence moves. I move my reticle, and then I shoot the other 2. So it never even gets to the point where he shoots the missiles, because that's what I died to. I died to the missiles. Bam, bam. Can't believe YouTube made you pay $5 for a subscription that costs like $2 for yourself twice now. Well, it's going to a good cause. One, 2. Oh, here we go. The 3-string. Nice. Back up. 1 and 2 and 3. Delay, delay. Dodge. Nice. But I do very much appreciate it, Juan. Seriously. One, 2. As far as big giveaways, for anybody else who is newer, I mean, it's been a while since I talked about it, but when the Nendoroid comes out, I am giving one of them away. So if you didn't know, Nendoroid is like this company or brand or something. They make like articulating figurines, and they made one for Eve that is coming out at the end of this year. I think November. Bam, bam. Anyway, I ordered 2 of them, so I can give one away. So, you know, you can look forward to that. But something like that, if it's an expensive giveaway, it's not going to be like this. Like, today's giveaway is just going to be like, you know... It's literally like the easiest thing to enter. You just DM me a number. But with that, it'd be a little bit more involved. Like, I'd probably require, like, a slight amount of effort. Maybe writing, like, a few sentences or something. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do for that giveaway yet. Might do something involving Stellar Blade, like... I have no idea what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do something fun. Just because with stuff like that, you know, you want a more expensive giveaway to go to somebody who's, like, more of a regular or, like, more involved. Because it feels bad if it just goes to, like, someone who shows up and disappears. If it's, like, a small giveaway like this, I really don't mind. Because it's just for fun. But if it's like an Eve, like a figurine, I would love for that to go to someone who's an actual fan of Stellar Blade, right? Bam. Or like a bigger fan, I guess was what I mean to say. Because if you weren't a fan at all, why would you even enter the giveaway? That'd be kind of weird. Like, what would you even do? I guess to resell it? I don't know. How big is the figurine? It's like, I think it's like the size of your hand. I think it's like roughly this size. Maybe slightly smaller. Because my fiance has a Nendoroid for like Nathan Drake, and it's roughly like the size of your hand, maybe a little bit tiny, like maybe like your fist. But it's articulating, so you can remove limbs. I think you can change like the head on it for like a different expression. So there's some customization there. It's pretty cool. 1 and repulse. One, 2. I could use the boss rush timers and build competition off that. I was thinking something more like, because I don't want it to be anything where it involves like skill. I would do something like I'm thinking like a treasure hunt maybe, some kind of thing where like I post like an obscure screenshot. In game, you gotta find where it is. You know, like stuff like that. Maybe do a few rounds of that. Or like something to do with photo mode, like creative photos. Maybe like give a theme, something like that that anybody could enter. Because if it's boss challenge, I don't know. It's number one, it excludes some folks, and then if it's timer based, it kind of is promoting kind of more uninteresting gameplay. But then if I'm like coming up with like all sorts of stipulations, like okay, you got to play the game like this. Now it's like I'm really kind of narrowing your gameplay experience if I want you to like. But that can be fun too. Stipulations are generally fun, right? It's like okay, you got to do this in this style. But that's just too much. I don't want it to be so exclusionary. So I'd rather do something kind of more creative focused, I guess. That's the plan anyway. That's the idea. In the past, we've done like writing stories. I've done giveaways for what was that giveaway for? Yeah, it was for a controller. It was for a DualSense. People had to write short stories, and I gave away the green DualSense, which I bought. I ended up buying one myself. I almost died again to the freaking rockets. But Sony released a chroma teal DualSense, and it's green just like Eve's suit. It's that same kind of green. It's very nice. Oh gosh, I'm dead. All right, we're done. We're done. That's enough. Hey Anan, thank you for tuning in. Okay, it's giveaway time. It's giveaway time. We gotta get this done. Because it's getting late. I gotta start getting ready for bed, believe it or not, very soon. But I'll show the controller, because, yeah, it is nice. Oh, it's in this one. Keep it in this one. So, one giveaway that we had done was writing short stories. And I gave away one of these chroma teal DualSenses, and it's uncanny. They should have really partnered with Shift Up or something, because, like, the green is just Stellar Blade green. Like, it's a dark green with like flakes, metallic flakes. It has like, you know, it's like speckling or whatever. You see that flaking? Oh, it's so cool. This thing is almost too nice to use. I haven't really used it much. But when I do use it, I use it to play on my PS2. So I haven't actually played PS5 games on this, but you know, I have like an adapter and I play my PS2 with this. Sometimes. Sometimes I'll just use like my DualShock 4 because it feels more natural on PS2, but that's besides the point. Hang on, this is the wrong scene. Okay, so if you missed it, you still have like 5 minutes to get into the giveaway. So let's see how many DMs we've gotten. I hope we have at least a few entries. I would love for it to be like, you know, a close race between a few folks. Okay. I have one message request here. I will accept that one. Thank you for your guesses. Okay, so we got 4 guesses. This is very exciting. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. So we've got guesses. I don't want to look at them. I saw one of them, but I don't want to look at them because I don't want to, you know, I'm not, obviously this is not rigged in the slightest. I'm trying to win each Mercenaries round. But to recap, what we're doing here, the giveaway is Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries mode. You have to DM me a guess on Discord. You have to DM me a guess between 50 and 149. And you're guessing how many enemies I'll have eliminated when I die. Okay, that's the target. So if you think I'm a scrub, you could guess like 51. If you think my first death, granted, I'm not going to die right away. My first attempt, the first level that we do, I might succeed. We might reach 150. That's why you can't guess 150 because that'd just be a win. But yeah. In fact, I'll even go to the bathroom. I'll use the bathroom, so anybody that does want to get in right now, you can still get in. You can still get in. $10 gift card is on the line. You can get a lot of stuff on Steam for $10, dude. You can get a lot of stuff on Steam. But if you want a PSN gift card, I'll also do that. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Just sent your guess? Okay, thank you. Sweet. Thank you guys for participating. Okay, I got the message requests. Hell yeah. Okay, I've got your guesses. Hat's going on. Time to focus. And the reason that you can't guess 50 or under 50 is because that just wouldn't even be much of an attempt, you know? Alright. I'm gonna go through all the levels. So we're starting with Village. And of course we're playing as Ada, aka Eve. If you haven't seen me play this Mercenaries mode, I pretty much always play using this Eve mod. It's really cool. Okay, I haven't played in a while though, so I mean, I might die early. That's why I gave myself a buffer of 50. Oh wait, this isn't RE9. I do go for headshots in this game, right? In RE9, I'm always going for leg shots. Okay, let's go. Let's get some time over here. A little bit crowded over here. Make some space. Alright, and I've got just about enough enemies that I think I'm good spending a mayhem mode on this. No! No! Oh my gosh, forget that guy. That guy can go to hell. Could have gotten more out of that. It's okay. Excuse me. So we're not even at 50 yet. So you gotta kind of get into it, right? Before we're even into giveaway territory. What time is it? It's 8:45. All right, so I'm gonna cut the guesses off. If anybody messages me after 8:45, I'm sorry, but your guess is no longer valid. Oh my gosh, both of them turned. There's a boar head behind me. Light it. Alright, and now we're at peace again. Stop throwing dynamite. Ah, that wasn't a good activation of mayhem mode now that I think about it, because yeah, there's dynamite right now. Dynamite's always hectic. Oh, that's so obnoxious. I want to get upstairs because I want this bonus energy. This what's it called? Mayhem mode energy. I'm gonna head up because I saw it on the roof. Oh, and there's even a guy here in my path to keep my streak going. Thank you, sir. Okay, 50. So if I die here, if you guessed 51, well, congratulations. I don't think I'm gonna die here, though. Although this is a boss wave. Oh, you bastard. Alright, let's go downstairs and use a mayhem mode. Oh, hello, you're here. Let's see, I should probably explore for more time, just because you do get a time bonus at the end if you have, you know, the more time you have available, it does help your score a little bit. So while there's no boss... Oh, look, and check it out, I even got rewarded with Mayhem mode, hell yeah. So I'll spend a little bit right here. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to heal very soon. If I take damage again, I'm healing. Not like this. Wait, I'm wasting my mayhem mode. Hold on, relax. Did you know if you enter mayhem mode, since it gives you like a defensive aura for 1 second, it can deflect dynamite or Molotov cocktails? But if with dynamite, it's crazy because it or with grenades actually. With all these throwables, it just like stops them in their path. It's amazing. I have to heal. Hold on, relax, relax. This doesn't look good right now, but I promise you we're fine. I promise we're fine. I don't have any health. Get out of my way. I promise we're fine. Check it out, there's an herb right there, dude. This is exactly what I wanted. I actually did this on purpose. See? Everything's fine. I wasn't worried. Excuse me? Excuse me? I wonder if anybody had a guess right around 100 and they were very excited for a moment. Oh, it's like they're like, yes, he's dying. Perfect. This is what I want. But what I like about doing DM giveaways is that you don't know other people's guesses. So it's kind of, you know, it's exciting in that you can't like meta game people by guessing one above them or one below them. That's why I do the kind of like the private guesses. That's the idea. That was exciting, dude. That was fun. This game is awesome. But now we've kind of reached equilibrium again. Run away from that. Ow. Don't do that to me. Triple kill, nice. And I've got my mayhem mode on deck, ready to go for the last boss wave, so I think we'll be fine here. But my knife just broke, so that is... Although I do have a backup, so I guess we are fine, after all. I lost my streak. I had so many options, I could have killed anybody. Oh well, that's okay. The giveaway wasn't about, you know, like, when my streak ends, it's just about when I die. So that's kind of disappointing. I don't have any flashbangs. It's got a little bit surprising. Excuse me. Oh wait, this is perfect. I can use one more mayhem mode? Okay. My mayhem mode isn't very strong. I guess because I don't have like the streak built up or whatever. Alright, one guy left. Where is he? Sir? He's on top of a rooftop or something. Oh.
And that's the game.
So no giveaway on that one. Let's see if I die on the next one. Wait, I chose Leon by accident. We're not playing as Leon. Not today. I mean, maybe today. If I somehow get through all the stages as Ada, I will switch to Leon. Without dying. Gonna head out, gonna play some more time without you. Life. Have fun, Juan. Appreciate your hanging out. Thank you, man. It'd be really unfortunate if that happened to somebody. These are my favorite enemies in the game. I love the castle so much. What the? I just got here. I tried to duck. Look at the inputs. I did try to duck. I was a little bit slow. Because if you duck, you don't get grabbed by those two-handed grabs, if you didn't know in this game. Actually, let me go downstairs real quick. I'm gonna go down here. Oh dear. This time I am gonna actually go for a full chain of 150. Grab this herbo. Another flashbang. Alright. By the way, OLED, man, for any kind of survival horror game, or any game with like really dark environments, that's where LED shines, or OLED, I mean. Outside of survival horror games, in my opinion, like having used an OLED monitor for like 6 months now, I think it's a little bit overrated, but it also depends on what you're coming from, because if you're coming from like, you know, a decent, like a decent LCD with, you know, a nice IPS display with like good colors, the difference in like just colorful games is, I mean, trust me, it's still nice, but it's not like, it's not groundbreaking, like it's not huge, it's not life-changing like it is in games with, you know, darks. Like where having the perfect blacks makes a big difference. How'd this guy get lit on fire? Poor guy, sorry dude. Oh shit. I fucked that up. I messed up this whole thing. Okay, it's okay. We recovered, though. We recovered. What I messed up is there. I should have spent at least some of my mayhem mode on killing the red robe guy. That would have been efficient, but it's okay. I was kind of just prioritizing headshots to get damage. Or prioritizing headshots to get points. I don't like where I'm at. I don't like what's happening to me. I gotta heal, dude. I guess we'll use the herb first. Alright, now we're back, we're back. I don't think I've ever used the cannon here in Mercenaries. It's gotta have like limited ammo, I guess. Nice, that was an amazing multi-kill. And that's a Gyarados. Shoot. Big damage. That was good. You gotta get perfect headshots to get the 7500. Oh my gosh. And then I missed like 5 shots. Oh man, I missed the last one. I'm not planning my mayhem modes. Ideally, you would plan your mayhem mode because, you know, that's when you get your most points. But anyway, I very well could die here. You know, I've died to the Gyarados before, so the next time there's a Gyarados wave, stay tuned. That's when you want to pay attention. But this is just Gloria Las Plagas, guys, so 2 of them at that. And they're over there, huh? Oh, I missed. Hang on. I can get this one guy for sure. Wait, wait. Heal. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. Grenade. And we're back. Just like that, one grenade saved our lives. In a way. Oh, no melee prompt there? Okay. That's okay. Wait a minute, I didn't kill both of them. I thought I did. Stop running away. What? Why is this guy so cheeky? He thinks he's hilarious, doesn't he? Just running from me? Okay, this is getting out of hand. Got a nice big multi-kill with the melee. Actually, having a red barrel over here is kind of nice. Kill that guy, because the mouth is showing. I'm going to kind of try to guide these guys over here towards the... I lost my streak. I'll never forgive myself. That sucks, man. Alright, let's not throw away the entire thing. I kind of want this Gyarados over here. I'm kind of just waiting for him. Because I don't want to spend my red barrel yet. And there he is. There we go. We got the Gyarados easy. Oh no, I walked into him. I walked into his blades as he was dying. That does hurt you. That does hurt you. Because in like one last effort to just kill whatever he can on his way down, he starts swinging his blades around. I like when enemies do that. I know there's some enemies, I believe in Wuchang, that do that, but I like in general when games have enemies that, you know, even though they're dead, like they're out of health, they have one final animation to kind of make you really question, like, should I be so close to them? Just to add some danger to the situation, even when you think you've done it. Because I'm sure, like, it's led to a lot of hilarious moments where it's like, yes, I got him. And then you died anyway. Stop it. I like the sound it makes because that's a wooden, you know, torch that he's hitting me with. So, like, the parry sound isn't just like a normal parry sound. It's like metal on wood. We got And 2 Gyarados, great. This is the last wave of bosses, by the way. Okay. I think I got both of them. Ow. Wait, not like this. We're 5 away. This is it. This is literally the end. I got a backstab because he was back turned. That's amazing.
And that's the game.
We got 2 successes so far. Okay, I'll probably die on the next one. Legitimately, I'll probably die on the next one. No high scores here because I keep breaking my streak. Oh my gosh. You hope that I know chat is praying for my downfall. That's what's exciting about this. That's why I think this is fun. I'm gonna backstab this dude just because I don't like him. Okay, this is probably my worst stage though. So if I were to die, it's probably this one. I'm being dead serious. I'm really bad at dealing with the spiders in this stage. So when the spiders come out, you can start cheering. When you see the spiders, you can get a little bit excited. Okay. Oh, there's a spider. Relax. Okay, keep it simple. Just kill him with a shotgun. That was a nice shot, because if you hit their helmet, it does just hurt the helmet. This is... I don't like this fighting uphill thing. Let me create some space. Fight them on level playing field. Or I could just do this. You know what? That wasn't very prudent. I should have saved that red barrel for the spiders. That's okay, though. What if I just never die today? I end up going around all the levels with every character and then I never die. Because I'll keep changing characters if I don't get a death. That's the plan. Here's the first boarhead guy. Wait, where are you? Oh, there he is. Didn't get that many headshots, but at least I killed the boarhead. So that is good. You know what's crazy too? When I played this game the first time, I really didn't parry anything. I very rarely parried anything at all in all my casual playthroughs. But then after playing Stellar Blade, I was like, oh my gosh, I love that this game has a parry. And I've just, you know, I use it as much as I can. So it's amazing how this game, it's gotten even better for me. This guy pulled out an RPG at close range. Are you mad? Okay. He's like, hey, if the target dies, that's all that matters. We're about to pass 50, which means we are in giveaway range. Oh, he's still crawling on the ground? He was dead. That was just an animation. Cool detail. Because I don't see that very often. You gotta specifically hit their legs out to see them crawling like that. You know, after death. Nice. Shot the helmet off, got the stun. Oh my god, here they are, here they are. Pull out the shotgun immediately. Wait, heal. Stop, not like this. You see this nonsense? You see this nonsense? Alright. Well, that was sloppy, but at least I didn't die. Shoot this guy's legs out. Or just his entire body. Nice, somersault kick, I love that. Doesn't happen too often. Oh god. That's one. I love how he does that with his arm. He's like so epic. He's so dramatic. Oh, it's like, oh no, I'm dying. Better pull out a Terminator 2. Although he's not getting submerged in lava or anything, but you know, it feels like Terminator 2. Because it's sort of like he has his thumb up a little bit. Alright, I think there's like 1 or 2 more waves of spiders. And again, that's like when I'm most likely to die, if I were to die on this stage. But then if I don't die here, honestly, the next one is pretty hard. Because the next stage has the most variety of enemies, including spiders, I think. Wait, does it have spiders? I lost my streak again. All because of this one asshole Plaga. Come on, dude. Let's go outside. I don't like this. It feels too claustrophobic in there. Kill the RPG guy. Punch his ticket. Now I've created a lot of space, so I feel very safe. Multi-kill. 3 kills, nice. It's funny how, like, normally you don't want to be walking towards the Plagas with, like, the blade heads. Because just when they swing around the Plaga, it can hurt you. But because I heard an enemy behind me swinging around, I knew I was safer going forward than back, which is crazy. Good sound design. This game has excellent sound design, I'll tell you. You can hear all the enemies' attacks and stuff. Don't die. Okay, I'm at a hundo. Here's another boss wave. And go downstairs. Oh, this guy was climbing the ladder. Oh. Oh my gosh, I could have died right there. Thankfully, I just barely stepped to the side and that RPG did not kill me. I'm certain I would have died there. Wow, I was just staring death in the face for a moment there with the RPG. Not how I would have expected to die, to be honest. Because there's not very many of those RPG guys. Hang on, you guys are being ridiculous. Why are you guys so obsessed with me? Alright, watch this. Oh, these shield guys are blocking everything. Okay. Let me reload my shotgun. And here's the spiders, but this is what I've got this for, grenades. Wait, this is what I've got this for, grenades. No. Perfect. I still hear a spider behind me. Oh, don't die to that, don't die to that. Wait, I have one more heal. I'm climbing. He should die. Still not dead. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my streak again, but whatever. Oh wait, I kept it alive just barely. My streak was about to go out. I'm leaving. No, not the machine gun, not the machine gun. The machine gun fire is really scary, just because it kills you so fast. You can get kind of stun locked with it. Okay, they're dead. Last guy. Last guy. Here he is.
And that's the game.
Gotta go take care of Leo Jackson. I appreciate you. Hey Dash, thank you for tuning in. Okay, I'll probably die here. Everyone is praying for your failure, but you're not. I appreciate that.
Begin.
Can you suggest in DMs now? You can if you want to, just for fun, but there's no more giveaway entries. The giveaway entries were for folks who guessed before I had started. Alright, so the reason this stage is hard is because look at the variety of enemies. There's gonna be, like, you're gonna see, there's literally everything on this stage. It's ridiculous. So you've got hatchets to contend with. You've got the castle guys. There's freaking Novistadors in the air too, like these guys. However, the one nice thing is I don't believe there are any spiders. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I don't think so. But there's a variety of bosses too. Because you can get the boar's head guys, as well as the chainsaw dudes. Wait, stop. Thank you. I would love to get a full combo though. If I can. I'm gonna head out a little bit. I was kind of boxing myself in there, so that's not good. Oh gosh. Alright, that was a good amount of headshots. Oh my gosh, where did you come from? It's okay, I have this. That guy is still alive. After eating all those shotgun shells, the shotgun guy's still alive. Thankfully, they died. So the Novistadors can be scary just because they can fly at you in a way. Like, they have an attack that's from mid-air. Oh, gosh. Wait, I have this. Perfect. Not perfect. I might die here. Oh my gosh, wait, I need to get a health item. Wait, I'm alive? I thought I was screwed. I tried to get an herb. I just picked up the herb and I died there at 59. What an unexpected death. So who guessed 59? Who guessed a low number? Oh. So brutal. It's just gonna be the lowest number. 100, 131, 120, 111, 140, 69. Oh, humbug. That's Obama orb. You're so funny. So thank you everybody for guessing like at least 100. Obama orb was the only one that guessed 69. 69, it's amazing. I wouldn't have thought, I can't believe, did you see what I even died to? He just threw his hatchet, like the hatchet caught the side of, like, cut my shoulder. That killed me. Congratulations, Obama orb. I think he went to bed. I think he's gone, because, you know, he is in Europe. But I'll message you. Congratulations. Oh, I gotta do that again now. So that's the giveaway. You were also tempted to do 69. If you did the other me, if you did 67, you would have won. Oh man. I can't believe that's how I died. I thought if I was gonna die, I thought I would die to when I got grabbed, because I had no health and I got grabbed. I was like, what the hell, I'm alive? I was button mashing. And I was still alive somehow by some miracle. And then I got hit just by, on the side of, just my shoulder took a, you know, took a little scrape on the shoulder. That was enough. To be fair, I did put myself in really bad positions that round. Anyway, I hope that was fun for you guys, because, you know, a little bit of suspense, right? I get through 3 levels perfect. And then I die in that fashion. That's the attack I was talking about, where they kind of just launch themselves at you. That's always a little bit scary, because it happens a little bit fast. Happens kind of fast. I feel bad too, because there's just chickens running around. Like, how's this chicken... I mean, I hope it survives. But like, there's so much chaos happening, there could just be like a stray grenade that kills it. I can't really control that, you know? Nice. Good multi-kill right there. Bam. Grab some time. Run, chicken! Run! Alright, so chainsaw guy. There he is. Let's see if I can melee him. I did, hell yeah. Wait. He died. I just got him, just barely. Wait, that's fine, that's fine. Everything's fine. It would have been bad had he not died. Because then, you know, I could get stunned by the guy behind me, and then I get chainsawed, and it's like, wow. The chicken is still alive, so we are happy here. Nice. Just crouching. You're still alive? He went for the grab, not the melee. Surprising. We got backflips, let's go. This game is so much fun. As much as I love RE9, just with the combat being so much faster paced in this game, it's just, I don't know, I feel like I could play this forever, to be honest. I would still love it if they added like an actual Mercenaries mode to RE9 that is like this, it's fast. Although I do have fun with Leon Must Die. It's just, you know, it's just a slower paced game mode. I guess really what I love is Mercenaries, because when I'm playing through the campaign of RE4, I have a lot of fun with it too. Like, just as much fun. I mean, I have enough fun with the campaign of RE9, similar to the like, campaign of RE4, but for just like hopping on to play for like half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever, Mercenaries is the freaking best, dude. It's awesome. If you ask me. You hear that sound? That's the bridges going up or down. Because this area is kind of like where you would fight the final boss of the game. There's just more containers and stuff, but it's pretty much it's the same area. There's RPG guy again, who almost ended our round on the last map, if you remember. Let's see if I can't grab this. Another freaking RPG guy? I want this, though. Wait, you know what? Let's just go for a mayhem mode. I'll just save it, never mind. Because I should get a boss round real quick. Shortly, I mean. I think is it at 80? Oh dear. Thank you. I'll take that. That's at 80. Okay. Chicken, you're not safe here. Chicken! Oh, the chicken ran away from the dynamite. Hello. I can't see. Wait, no! Hold on. Chill. Relax. All of you guys, relax. Clear the plagas. Okay. Grab some more mayhem mode. I'm gonna cross back to this side. We're at a hundo, 105. Kill the freaking Novistador. I'm gonna die. Heal. I have plenty of heals though, so that's good. Where's this boarhead, dude? Oh my gosh, it's above me. Not like this. Don't die like this. I have to spend another first aid. That's okay. No, please! I need to use my mayhem mode. Oh, I'm wasting it. Alright. I kind of wasted it. I mean, I didn't die. But this isn't a giveaway anymore because the giveaway has been decided. No, it wasn't gonna happen. I walked into Chainsaw Guy there. Well, not an S+. So I got owned twice by Docs. But we did get, you know, we had fun playthroughs of Village, Castle, Island. Docs ended me twice. It is raining blood. Slayer reference. Hey, Pound Chow, thank you for tuning in. Stellar Blade's looking kind of different. What version are we on? This is version like, I guess this would be version 2.0. Just a different game. Anyway, that was a fun giveaway. Congrats again to Obama Orb for winning the gift card. I'm gonna ask him, do you want Steam? I imagine you want Steam. So that is the stream. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. To recap, we played some Stellar Blade to start. We ran through all the main bosses. That was fun. Got to de-rust a bit. Played some RE4. We did a fun giveaway where you guys DM'd me with your guesses. Guessing when I would... How many deaths? How many enemies I'll have killed when I die. When I finally did die. Because we got 3 successful runs. And then on the 4th level, I finally died. So that was cool. We gave away just, you know, a $10 gift card. I think I'm gonna want to do that again. So next time we play RE4, we'll probably do the same thing. Or I'll do a giveaway related to Wuchang, probably is more likely. Because I think the next game I'm gonna play on stream will be Wuchang. I gotta make progress. We gotta beat that game. Good stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody again for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Pancho, Trisaru, Obama Orb, Anand, Nicholas Barreto. I appreciate the optimism because you guessed the high number. Leo Jackson, Dash, everyone who was here earlier, Agatoki, Crown96. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Who else was here? We had DJ Gaming. We had Juan with the 2 gifted memberships, which I really appreciate. That was hilarious. I can't believe that he gifted himself one because it's random here on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in, Dragon Zeta X. We also had Eat Your Nugget. Thank you for stopping by. The Sprocket Scientist. Good to see you. 210 LEG. I appreciate you. Who else was here? I'm scrolling up as much as I can. Backturn to Legend. Thanks for hanging out. Skyrie. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Did I say Leo Jackson? I'm sure I did. Thank you for tuning in, Frizen. Thank you for tuning in, Alan, as well as... No, I think that's it. Yeah, that's about as far as I can scroll up. Oh, Alex T. Friend as well. And Lobstrosity, who was, I remember was here early. yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good Friday. I'll try to stream tomorrow, but I'll most likely be streaming on Saturday. That's more likely because tomorrow I'm probably going to go check out this apartment that I might be moving into very soon. So if that's the case, we'll have a different stream background, which would be crazy, right? But it'll be a whole moving process, and I think it'll be worth it though in the end once I do get set up, because it'll be really cool to just have like a space, like just a space where I can stream instead of like, you know, here at my parents' house. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, have a good one, everybody. Have a good Friday. Have a good start to your weekends. If you're watching, you know, the World Cup, I hope that your team that you're excited about is winning. And Colombia plays tomorrow, so go Colombia. Okay, bye guys. See ya. I'm gonna run the montage.